Welcome to the Perth Turf Talk Punters program. Almost as hard to say as phenomenal anemone, that was.
Poor Darren, he had a hard time yesterday. He came through with flying colours. Good morning, Matt.
Brought to you by Mentos.
Mentos today is our special sponsor, and if you feel like sponsoring this very professionally run outfit,
it's very cheap.
let us know, because we're running out of sponsors.
Race 1 for the 2-year-olds. There's 2 Huss and Lightnings going around in this.
The first of the Huss and Lightnings, aren't they?
The very first 2 of the Huss and
Both
Lightnings.
have won trials, which is a good sign for the side.
And one absolutely brained him the other day for Lou and Dion Luciani.
That's Avuncular.
And the other Tempestuous Strike.
Very well bred, lovely damn line.
Very well named as well. Any clues on this race at all?
Well, Spice again lead last week was a good run, outclassed by Fuddle Diddle. I hear a rumour they're going to maybe camp this back tomorrow, which
really?
may or may not happen, I don't know. Boon Alert for Brett Pope was a good one first up, caught wide, beaten 4 by Miss Solace. Fuddle Diddle ran second that race, I think, didn't it? So it might be one to keep an eye on.
Princess Caribou for well-known owners, Chris Wells and co. They've got quite a number of good horses, haven't they?
Yes.
Caves Road, Ringmaster.
And won a trial impressively. Quite a good race. We won't be playing because we don't play with 2-year-olds, but and you got Remington, which is out of that Femme sister, the Femme family dam line, which were all raced very, very good at 2. Very, very speedy out of Bletchley Park.
I think Spice again would be favourite here, wouldn't it?
You'd think so. There you go, top stuff. Blackfriars Just a Bell, very well bred for speed. Interesting race. But we can't give you any indication, punters, as to what might be winning, unfortunately, because we're not that clever with 2-year-olds.
Moving on, the 1,000 metre 62 plus.
Or 3-year-olds.
Yes, for 3-year-olds. What do you reckon?
Well, I think Night War's a good thing. I think he's in the top 2 or 3-year-olds in the state.
You wouldn't have had a bet on it, would you?
Possibly not. I'm surprised the open nickel favourite with Gracetown, and I think Gracetown will get the staggers, and Night War will keep coming in. Good trial, beat Peaks Pride. I mean, hard to take a lot out of the trial, but one was in good time. Was pushed it on, but this horse is not a horse that just jumps and runs. It's a horse you sort of got, got to get stuck into. I think it'll be very hard to beat. Gracetown has to be obvious second pick. I don't like into that Little Larrikin at all.
No, Little Larrikin got its own way in the midweeker and hung on after leading. Won't get anywhere near the front here, I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah. In
Eden's honour, wheels have absolutely fallen off this horse.
Blinkers on last start. We had a spec on it, thinking the blinkers might make a difference. It didn't. It sat last.
Terrible.
Wasn't too far away, but just didn't do anything. Queen of Quincy scratched from Bunbury Thursday for this race. Very good run at its first start in the race. Missed the kick badly, ran very well second to Murphy's Red Boy, who then came to town, was heavily back favourite, but failed.
Yeah. And then went for a spell after that, so...
then failed behind Paddy Lass, then spelled after leading. Big price pre-post, shouldn't be anywhere near that price. I bet 31 is now in a 16. Still worth the spec at the 16 for mine, but I think Night War is the one.
Yeah, I'll give It's a Merc some sneaky chance at 41 as well. That's probably a bit over the top.
Yes, well bred.
Stephen Rose not trialling them all these days. He's keeping his cards close to his chest, so...
Yes, the format that was Acadeset Modelo ran second Regal Times. Not quite a good race, so agree, not impossible, drawn 1. But the Donga is riding in career best form at the moment.
Race 3 is the 1400 62 to 74.
What does that mean?
That's the ratings band of the race.
Sorry.
Yeah. How do you like that?
I think it's very impressive, man.
Precious Snippets brained Lucetta last start. I got that completely wrong. I thought Lucetta could win that race, but I couldn't have been more wrong.
That's okay, we didn't do too much damage in the race, did we?
No. And I think you're right, this race is not any stronger than that.
I think it's easier.
It is easier.
And it's down in weight. And it's not odds on. It started this same price last start in a stronger race.
Yeah, it will be odds on.
You think so?
Yeah, there's still 220 available, so that won't be their race day. I can almost guarantee that.
Cannot believe that they've bet odds against this horse this race. I've got
Having
daylight
said that,
second.
I've priced it at 205.
Have you? No, I've got it odds on. I think it'll win. I think it's a very smart horse. I think it can lead, sit, breeze. I think it's a versatile animal.
Yep.
And a smart animal, and I think it'll be winning. And I have no possible dangers. I think I've got Perles second best with Sky Magic, but Ahoy Calypso, but a long way back behind.
I was speaking to David Rudland on Wednesday. He said he thought he had underdone Perles a little for her first up run, so he's expecting her to improve. But I still can't see beating Precious Snippets in this.
No, if you're listening in punters, it's still odds against. Almost guarantee you won't be getting odds against on the day. So get on now. Mavro Male we haven't talked about, last start winner.
Should get an easy lead again here, but this is...
It went slow, it hung on.
It did, and Ahoy Calypso faced the breeze and went down less than a length, so that's not very strong form.
Alright. So we've gone for two favourites and two races, if you like.
Normally we're slamming them, aren't we?
Normally, yes.
Race 4, what is it? It's a 1400, 62 to 74, what do you know?
It's the same rating as the last race.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, excellent.
Very good.
Favourite here is, my God, Rob the Phone.
Yeah, very short, short.
Is that turned to favourite or was that always favourite?
No, I think it's actually drifted.
Oh, I'm surprised it's favourite. I thought I was going to say David and a sneak each way chance.
Yeah.
I have Sushi Warrior on top here. I think the form behind the Big Noir Soul Say race, I know it beat Carlton Street last start, but it was a very good win. You got held up as well, and I think it'd sit handy and be very hard to beat again.
I know you do rate Carlton Street very, very highly.
Yes, I do.
Would have grabbed it in another stride too.
Probably. So I'm thinking you don't like Sushi Warrior then for that reason?
No, I've got it on top, and about the price that they're betting, 460, something like that. I've got it.
Cristiano every chance last start. Do you think it was a bit disappointing not finishing off?
It was weak as, but one day it's just going to show its potential and blow a field like this away. But
wouldn't surprise me if it led here. You might see a different horse in front.
Yep.
Today it beat Charmos. It sort of sat wide, didn't it? It kept coming.
Yeah, I think that's what they need to do here. Just go out all guns blazing and see what it's got.
Yeah. Because
what they're doing is obviously not working. The one I give a sneaky chance at the big price, and I'm not really a Peter Black fan, but Henry the Pharaoh's been racing forward.
He has been racing forward,
and there's not much pace here, so he might go forward and maybe even sit outside the leader. And at $26, some hope.
That's a big price. Yeah. So I had him breezing and some sort of a hope.
Romp to Fame, some hope.
A bit too short, punters.
Yeah, way too short.
The last start they came for it like you wouldn't believe, didn't they, that day in April. Pre-post on the day, just kept backing it. And Daniel State got the chockies again and was very happy going out of the line. And apparently, I won't say any more than that, it was a good win. Apart from those, I can't, even Gannicky, Willie Pike, I've sacked this horse. I used to think it had ability, but I've sacked it. Court Crusaders changed trainers, has ability, but been racing in woeful form.
100 to 1 shot.
It is 100 to 1 shot on the thing.
And it is 100 to 1 shot.
Okay, alright.
It's going.
Grand approach, don't be surprised if it goes forward. It's a horse doesn't mind doing work.
Did you like its run the other day?
No, not really.
No,
but if it goes to the breeze here and don't go too hard, it can win as well. But Sushi Warrior for me is the one. Honest.
Race 5, the 1274 plus.
Well, I'd love to know your thoughts here, Matt. I really would.
I've got plenty of pace here. I think Free Time will kick up and lead here. Although don't be surprised if they throw caution to the wind and lead with Even a Star. It's been in shocking form.
Okay.
But hasn't been leading, and it may just want to kick up and lead here, but I think most likely Free Time in front. I like a couple of the swoopers here. The Corporation I'll give a good chance. Metal Talk is the obvious on top pick. I think it needed 1200 last start.
Okay, because you said on the day you thought it was a bit disappointing with the run it had.
It was disappointing, but it was sort of doing its best on the line, and after the post it was pulling away from them. So I think the 1200 is right for Metal Talk. The one I like at odds and give a good chance is General Confusion. Its form last time, which was more than a year ago, was really good. 2 trials, both been okay. The first one was probably better than the second one.
Okay.
And they're betting a big price here.
You've got the right race. Let's go to the right race to get the market.
Yeah, right.
Just a moment, punters, while Matt gets his bearings.
Sorry about that. They are betting
$26.
$26.
That is surprising, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it did have a lot of ability. It
Yeah.
may have had, or you'd assume it's had some sort of setback to be.
Yeah, it must have had an injury, but that's worth a spec at that price, I think, in this field.
Yeah.
Medal Talks, $3.20 most places, $3.50 on player.
There's a horse they back and keep backing too normally.
Yeah, so it'll probably be around the $3 or even less on the day, I would think.
Yeah, look, I get 3 times a chance. I know it's 1200 metres, but you go back to that day, Lucky Grey, when it bore off.
Yeah.
If it was to jump to the front easily here, and that was at Belmont, this is at Ascot, wouldn't spawn the 3 time 1.
If it wasn't for that day, I'd say impossible at 1200 because its record is disgraceful.
Yes.
But that day proved it can run 1200.
Yes. So it's not impossible either. I can't have much else. Centrum it's cost me too much.
Can't run 1200 Centrum.
West River Charlie with the big weight, new trainer. It's had about 35 trainers on its 36th.
Yep. Going no good. Ginsberg.
Well, back pre-post. It's the one they've come for.
Very unlucky last start.
Senior rider on now.
Senior rider on.
Good pace in the race.
But I don't know. I can't see it beating Medal Talk home. And at the price I like, the Corporation, $12.
Okay. Yeah, Corporation.
Pace on should see this. Yep.
Yes. Alright, so we like Medal Talk. Ginsberg, some sort of hope. The Corporation, some sort of hope. Spec, General Confusion.
Perfect. The RJ Peters.
The Bob Peters.
Yep.
He has.
And he'll probably win it.
Owned most winners recently, hasn't he?
Yep.
He's got 2 in the race. Rafferty and Tranquility. But, Rafferty's favourite now, or is West River Cavidon favourite?
West River Cavidon, well, they're equal, but it depends on what book you're looking at.
West River Cavidon will be favourite in the Group 3 race. We're back in Northern 4 starts ago. At $3.70 at Northern. And he's $3.60 best price in the Group 3 Peters.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing, I'm just making an observation, Matt, that's all.
He should lead again.
He's a lovely looking horse too, by the way.
He is.
Big, strong animal.
Very big and strong and fast as well. Ringmaster should go to the breeze here. Depending on how fast they go, I think this is a race made for Rafferty. I think it has the better sprint than Tranquility. Although those 2 are on top for me, and I give Zara Abbott some hope of tipping them out. West River Cavidon, although it's racing really well, I can't see it winning the RJ Peters. Maybe that's just a mental block I'm having.
No, normally look at horses like Grey Monarch on the same weight as West River Cavidon, you know what I mean? It's very hard to see it winning on that. So it'd be my knock of the day actually at the price.
Yep.
Rafferty has to be very hard to beat. Sue with a smaller field, suited going around and not through them. Tranquility has to be a chance as well. Zara has to be a chance. Zara, this is a sort of perfect race for Zara. 1500 pace on small field. That day last year when that beat Yellow in that good race?
I think it was a listed race.
Yeah, they were surprised to see it win as I get rid of my phone, which is vibrating on the table. But definitely a knock on West River Cavidon. I think Rafferty's got a better sprint home than Tranquility. So they'll give Tranquility a chance. I think Rafferty will out-sprint it in the straight, but I haven't done a market yet. But it's a good race, even though it's not, in my opinion, worthy of a Group 3 status given the field.
I think they'll come for Rafferty. There's $3.75 available. I think it'll be more like a $3 shot on the day. So
already some very good judges trying to get on early at $3.75 too.
Well, it's still there, so they're very small punters in that case.
All right. So interesting race for a small field. Race 7, Matt. The WA Champion Filly Stakes Group 3.
Yeah, I think it's a dartboard job myself.
Well, you asked me to bring the dartboard in, but I haven't got one at home, so.
Here, we'll throw the pen at
there's a. No, there's a.
There you go. What did that hit?
There's a prick over there, but that wouldn't work, would
it? Given the way they finished last start, and they've all raced against each other pretty much, all finished within a length of each other.
It was a great race last night, wasn't it? Great finish. Triple the heat for third, apparently.
Yeah, and our worst got up, I think.
No, start miss was our worst.
Right.
Our second worst got up.
I have done this race, and I think it's hard to say, but I think this is a race for Al Macino today.
Okay.
It's drawn well. I think the mile will suit. It's been a little bit unlucky. Finished right on the heels last start. Single Spice was unlucky last start. Got chopped out a couple of times in the straight.
Good run.
Changed
I
direction.
thought going back it mightn't be running on. I didn't either, and it was a very good run.
Yep. I'm willing to knock Red Hot Sacks again. Just don't know where it'll get from the barrier here. But
well, they have to go forward because it's the one batter.
It's hard to knock the horse. It just keeps winning.
Yeah. LA Marseille.
LA Marseille. Pretty good run behind Kai Guna. Got back on the fence and ran on pretty well. I think the mile will suit perfectly. $81 was a silly price. They bet about
As
that.
a party off and Marco Chuon.
I'm a big fan of this boy.
Yeah, he's a good rider. Dartmouth has to be a chance, suited by the step up. Paddy Milas sat in the breeze last start. They didn't go hard, but it was a good run. They got beaten a couple of lengths. Demi Mon does worry them over a mile, but it ran on last start. Very good race. Pure Heaven should get a nice run from the one. Has to be wide. Anything short, you really to throw in.
What about the horses that came out of other races? Kai Guna. I know there's been a spec on that already at 26 or 31 or something.
Yeah, it was a good run. Only beat Saxabel, so I'm a bit dubious about the form line there.
And Democratism.
Democratism, very nice horse. I don't think it's a mile though, Matt.
No, neither do I. Agree.
So I couldn't be having it. It might be the one that's leading them up actually.
I don't think I could tip you one in this.
Very, very good race. Go wide here, punters, and hope for the best, I think.
And the last is another mile race, the 74 plus. Now, Aaron Rodgers fell off the other day.
Yeah, what happened there?
Not sure, he was back in the field, but I haven't had a report on him. He didn't get up very quickly. So Ryan Hill's on.
Oh, okay. On Gumnut.
On Gumnut Guru here, the trotter. Gumnut Guru, which goes around every week.
But runs good races every week, Matt.
Massive run again last week. I thought it was going to win. 1600, isn't it? 1800 last
It is 1600,
week.
yes.
So he's got to have a chance again in this. The one I like here at odds, and it's drifting as well, is Volcanic Causeway.
Drawn the one.
Always thought this was a drawn inside type horse.
Yeah.
Get a cushy run. This is a perfect race for Volcanic Causeway. $31 now.
Do you think they'll lead with races again?
Yeah, I do think they will.
Given that pulled 2 starts ago.
And ran a much better race leading last start. Was probably unlucky to get nosed out by Gumnut Guru. I think Goose might even go forward as well. Much better horse in front.
So enough pace anyway in the race, you think?
Little bit of specking for the widder.
Has Donald gone off? Donald normally rides for Urkelands. Has he chosen that ahead of Goose?
I don't know. Our man on the spot might be able to tell us that.
Don't know. Okay.
Shaking his head.
Volcanic Causeway should get a nice run here, yes. I actually prefer Volcanic Causeway leading, Matt, than sitting third the rail, because I think it's a real one better. But not impossible. Odds on the Tenbury Friar.
And they've backed it too. It was there still is one lot of 190 left.
11 starts, 1 win and 7 seconds.
Couldn't have it at odds on in this race, sorry.
Went back last start, ran a good race. Didn't clear out from the rest, so I ran second in a Fado from memory. I thought it would run a clear second from back in the field, because they did go hard. So, you know, it's definite chance, but it's too short at odds on, I think, in this race.
Your favourite horse, Mio Fratello?
No, I have to watch the replay, but it's been look disappointing.
Not going any good, I don't think.
Mine. And look, Volcanic Causeway shouldn't be really beaten Denby Fry home. Gumnut Guru's a chance. Pintado Prince, not impossible. Good one last start again. The Widow, I think, is a bit outclassed, but I could be wrong. Voracious again, leading.
Yeah.
Has to be a chance.
I reckon too.
And in fact, if you go back to Voracious v the Tenby Fry in those 3-year-old races, they're quite close together. They're not that far apart. So the market's probably a little bit skewed there towards the Tenby Fry.
Yeah, I think we'll be losing on the Tenby Fry, without a doubt.
Yeah, I'd say so. Pintado Prince, good price, $15. But it is pretty hard. Outside there'll be just 2 or 3. And that's all the guidance we can give you, punters. We haven't been that helpful today, have we? Really?
Best of the day.
My best will be the early ones, because I've done the form on Night War and Princess Snippets. I really can't find... I've got them both odds on, which is unusual. The way I do form, they have them both odds on.
And they've both been well backed already. and I think you'd be lucky to get black on both of them, quite possibly.
And Queen of Quincy, a bit of a smoky Night Wars race if you're having a quinoa. That's really all I can do. And in that staying race, LMSA, some sort of sneaky hope at the odds.
Yeah, Volcanic Causeway, a spec each way at 31.
Good luck, punters. And next week, Ascot Bookmaking will be rebranding. We look forward to giving you full details via PTT and on course then.
Thank you.